Last year, Russia announced its lunar program. Could you please give us an update? Today you are in Bremen, and considering also what Bridenstine told yesterday about the lunar gateway, are you going to join them with the program, or are you going to your own way?
Yes, we really did have a very fruitful discussion here at Bremen and in some other working groups on the lunar program. Russia has its own lunar program, and it is now thinking about on which principles the program announced by Jim Bridenstine is going to take place. Is it going to be a really international program, or is it a US program with international cooperation? In our view, these are some sort of different things. Is this program going to be based on the ISS principles, the International Space Station principles? Will there be some sort of international administrative body governing the cooperation? Will the decision-making process be based on consensus or not? For us, these issues are quite important. That is why I think in the coming days, the Director General of Roscosmos will meet the NASA Administrator Jim Bridenstine in Baikonur, and they will also discuss these issues together.
Are you still thinking about to build a lunar city or something like that?
I don't think we're talking about lunar city at the moment. Probably it will be worth thinking about some robots working on the lunar surface rather than humans. It's quite dangerous. We have still to study the effects of radiation, all these kind of things. You know, there are different risks to be assessed, but we do not exclude anything. I think we can start from LPG and think and see what happens next.
What about the commercial use of space? What's your Russian opinion about this?
I think commercial use of space is important to think about, and even not to think about, not just to start talking about, but to start acting. For us, in the Russian Federation, we had, you probably know, the Federal Space Agency just a couple of years ago. Now we are a state corporation, Roscosmos, so we need to learn how to earn money. So this is a really important question for us, and we're going to do something about that.
What's the Russian position about the use of the International Space Station in a commercial way?
We think that we know the position of the United States, that the station should be used in a commercial way, but we also know that the Congress is not that easy about this decision by the President. We'll see what happens next. But in some way, we had a lot of experiments, including with Italy on the International Space Station. Most of them were for the sake of, humanity, some to fight diseases, so on and so forth. But we have to see how to make the ISS use more practical. And the question is really good because, as I mentioned before, the state corporation Roscosmos has to earn money, and the commercial use of ISS means that we have to attract more private industries, more, billionaires to invest. But for that, we have to prove that they will get their money back, and it is sort of not a matter of a year and 3 years. It's a matter of 5 to 10 years in our view.
Are you thinking to support ISS
commercially?
Yeah, commercially, and then after 2024?
I think this question is under discussion both in the Russian and American working groups. We definitely won't be able to support ISS on our own commercially, so we'll have to attract foreign partners and maybe private businesses. But as I've already said, we hope that ISS will stay functional at least till 2028, maybe 2030, and then we'll have either our own Russian model working, or we will have some follow-up with different partners. But I'm sure the U.S. authorities are also in the Congress is thinking how to either to make it commercial or to continue supporting it somehow from the budget.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay.